Hello everyone, welcome to La Bella Valley. This is my storage island that I wanted to share with you. I know with the new update coming along, a lot of people are getting ready to get some storage stuff done, so I wanted to show what I've done. I've had many different storage options throughout the gaming process, so I've done storage places in each biome. I've done storage places in my house, all that kind of stuff. And eventually I merged everything into one large island. Many players are doing this, so I went ahead and jumped on the bandwagon. I decided to organize my valley in quadrants. So each quadrant, each corner of my storage island is going to pertain to a very specific piece of resource. So I wanted to show you what that looks like. Before we get to that part though, I wanted to show you my central part of the island. And this is where I am organizing based on random things in the game, such as food, gifts, elixirs, snippets, all that kind of stuff. And then I also use this area to have all of my cooking stations, my time bending, crafting, and uncrafting areas. And then I also use this portion as a dump and go. That way I can dump all the resources that I'm collecting through questing, star pathing, all that kind of stuff. And then eventually a few days go by and I can kind of disperse all of those things into their proper boxes. So I'm going to show you the center part first here. Over here, this is where I have all of my random game stuff. Like I said, such as food, snippets, Eternity Isle stuff, elixirs, specialty gifts, and then specialty event type of things. So that's all in this corner right here. Then this corner, like I said before, I have my cooking stations. I have my time bending, uncrafting, and crafting stations. And then this is where I have my dump and go area. So in each biome of my valley, I have one of these vintage, I call them infinity chests. I don't think that's actually what they're called, but I call them infinity chests. And what I do is I dump everything in here. And then at the end of the day, after I'm done playing for the day, I go through and I retransfer all of these things into my inventory here. And then I go through and I disperse them into these different quadrants or boxes. And so I have all crafting materials from the main valley here. I have expansions, DLC resources here. And then same thing with flowers. I have fish, seafood, spices, veggies, fruit, wheat, seeds, and then this is this is gems, specialty gems, and then any event stuff that I'm doing. Once I think I have an example in here. Once I have 2 full stacks of resources, I'm actually going to move this over, and then I'm going to do that with all of my chests. And then I'm going to disperse that into the main part of my storage island. So I'm going to put this back because I'm not going to do that now. But I just wanted to show you what that was like. Okay, so that was my dump and go area. And then I'm going to take you through each quadrant. So each quadrant has its own theme. This is the farmer's market theme. So on this side of the corner, we have all main valley food and some grain. I do have some DLCs just because that's how they organize best with the grain and stuff. So I have this, and then each quadrant has a themed corner where it just kind of fits what's being organized here. On this side, this is all DLC items. So we have Eternity Isle on this side, and then I have Wish Blossom Ranch and Storybook Vale. And I do have room for expansions whenever we get to that, so I can absolutely expand if I need to. Then we're going to move on to my gems. So I have everything organized by rainbow order, except that the rainbow starts on this side just because of the way the tables were laid, and then continues on to this side. I have each gem in its own thing. So I have regular aquamarine and then shiny aquamarine. Same thing with all of my other pieces. So I go through here, and then this theme is a mining theme, obviously. And then I have DLC here. Again, I have room for expansion if I need it. And now we're moving on to my crafting materials. There's no really rhyme or reason as to how I organized these things. They just kind of fit together, I guess. These over here are more of my metals and things, and then I have a few more metals over here. And then again, room for expansion. These trees right here that I'm going under, these are the trees that we got from the Earth Day promo code. So definitely look for that if you want those trees. I love how low hanging they are. And then I put the fireflies underneath so it looks like they're flying in the trees. I just think it's really pretty. Then on this side I have soils and more natural resources like wood, rope, all that kind of stuff. On this side I have stone and clay and sand. Then we're going to move on. This is kind of a smorgasbord of different items. So I have flowers on this side, all organized in rainbow order. Then I have spices on this side, organized first from Main Valley all the way to expansions. And there's a flower shop here as my corner decoration. And then here we have all of my fish. So I organized my Main Valley fish into basic fish and then specialty fish. And then I have seaweed, I have seafood, 2 boxes of those, and then I have DLC fish here. Again, room for expansion. And then, so that's pretty much all for my storage part, but then I love this game so much, and so I just wanted to decorate it in a way that I really enjoyed. So I took all of my favorite buildings and I decorated the outskirts of this island. So I have the flower shop, and then again, each corner has its own little decoration. So this is kind of like my display of the flower shop. And then I have the greenhouse. Oh, hello, Hercules. You look very nice and glowy today. Thank you. All right, moving on. I do also love these seaside villas that we got. They're just so beautiful. We're going to continue on. So I have the coffee shop here. I have Mike and Sully's apartment. I don't know why, I just love the brick on this building. It's just so pretty to me. And then we have the pet house. So the reason why I have this here is because Lady's actually my favorite character in this game. She actually hangs out up here on the valley, or up here on the island all the time. So I have this house special for her. And my witch's cottage. This is the very first house skin that I've ever got, so it's just kind of nostalgic for me. Look at Mickey, he's so cute. Look at him. And then again, because I love Lady so much, I have her actual human house up here. And then there are crates of selling stuff. Then I have the bakery. And that's pretty much it. Come back to middle. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'd be happy to answer those. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye!